Hello everybody, Casual Gamer Oz time, F1 2017 Career Mode, Season 7, Round 18, Mexico. We're going to go straight into this. Best qualifying here, of course, is 5th. Best race finish here is 1st, and we've done that in the last 2 years here in Mexico. We like this track. We need to get a pole here, though, and we need to be a little bit risky in this race. I feel this is a Grand Prix where we're going to have to take a calculated risk. Should we get pole, we might have to go for a calculated chop, and hopefully we can actually pull off a chop for the first time this season without damaging our own Grand Prix at the same time. Anyway, we've got to get pole first, and currently we are in 4th. We're targeted at 4th. Got a nice lead over the Mercedes there, of course. Last race in the US, that was the very first time all season here on Season 7 on Casual Gamer Oz that, of F1 2017, that a Ferrari hadn't been on pole. So, interesting. Very, very interesting. Between myself and Vettel, we've been on pole every single Grand Prix before that race. Looking for my 12th pole position of this season. Wow, this car feels amazing going through these turns compared to the Toro Rosso. Except when I do that, oh, that's going to be costly. Still ahead. He's going to sweep past me there, the Ghost. To pull some time off here into the baseball stadium, which is generally where we lose all our time, of course. In the past, I don't think we're going to get pole here, folks. I think we're just going to miss out. We are. Vettel just in the lead there. We're going to fall back. We're not going to get pole. Costly, costly mistake. There, please. I'm not 4th. It's going to avoid us doing a chop. And, bugger. And Vettel didn't get pole in the end too. He lost out by 100, so he's going to be right in front of us. We'll see how we go. Alright, let's look forward to race day. I'm going to do that now. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Doing a bit of Matthew McConaughey here. We've got to think strategically here, folks, because obviously we need to have Vettel have a bad race, but we don't want to damage our own race, and we don't want to get a penalty for it. So we might have to do a bit of a sneaky little push on him to get ahead here. A dry race. Alright, folks. I feel this is the one we need to be calculated at. We need to take a chunk out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts here. He's 51 points or 52 points clear with 3 rounds remaining. He finishes ahead of us here. He's world champion. Well, he's not world champion. Hamilton's still within a case, but we can't be world champion. So we need to have a sneaky little push against Seb here to somehow do this. DNF would be perfect, or no points would be perfect. I should have changed the engine. Should have changed the engine, Benjamin. Silly boy. Alright. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I know, dickhead. Alright, we've got him in front of us. We're going to put it to rich mode. It's now or never for the championship. We're underway in Mexico. He's going to take the lead too. We're going to have a car to the right of us. It's a Williams. This is going to be tricky. We're being squeezed into this. We are being squeezed into this. Finding a gap. I've been clipped. Oh, I've been clipped. I've been clipped. I'm going to hold on to it. Oh, I hold on to it. I do. I'm going to cut across Seb there. Sneakily, sneakily. Oh, Bottas has got ahead of him. Yes, all right. So, after being clipped, I've been pushed out of it, but I've managed to hold on to it. No front wing damage. And the better news is that Bottas got ahead of Vettel there. And I think, I can't wait to see the replay post-race. Because I think I shoved him into that. I saw the red arrows next to me, and I was pretty certain that was Vettel. So I just tried to kind of push him a slight little bit away from me. A little bit strategically there, a little bit naughty. I actually got a warning for a collision with Ricciardo. Even though I don't know where that came from, because I think that was Ricciardo who was getting a little bit dicky on me. Because I could feel someone riding me. Don't know who it was, but I'm going to guess it was Ricciardo. And right now we can be racy with Hamilton, who, I mean, I know he's also ahead of us in the World Championship, but I'm not too worried about him, because I think if we get ahead of him, we will be fine. I have to keep this in rich mode, because I think we can get ahead of him here. We're catching him. You can see us catching him. We don't want to take Hamilton out, because the thing is, if we take Hamilton out, that's going to promote Vettel. And we'd rather obviously have Vettel finish 4th and Hamilton finish 2nd. Do we lunge it in here? We've got to lunge it in here. We've got the speed here. We've got the epic speed here. We're going to take the lead of the Grand Prix right now. Oh, I'm going to run myself wide. Don't want to take him out. Oh, no, I've damaged the front wing. No overtaking. Oh, no. No. This is a circuit that's not too bad with the front wing damage, because it's kind of only this section here where you really do feel it. And it's sort of, this isn't the really overtaking spot, but shit. And that is going to hurt. That's going to take a bit of a chunk out of our opportunities, particularly if they get close enough here in the baseball stadium, because we do know, I remember Verstappen took us out in one of our very early Toro Rosso days here when we were in a very good position. Shit. Alright. Vettel sets a fastest lap. Ricciardo goes faster, so that's good. Come on, Danny Rick. Overtake Seb. Overtake Seb. Let's put it into Rich down the back straight. DRS now, of course, will be enabled. It's all about holding on. This is a good position here. Of course, we'll be taking 13 points out of Seb, which still won't be enough, I feel, in the last 3 races. We're going to take more than 13 out of him, because, of course, it will be Brazil then that will really be the chance that he could just seal the World Championship. We're definitely going to have to get pole there and chop him off. That becomes more about a sneaky little move. Ricciardo nowhere near Vettel. I don't even want to risk backing off here to allow me another opportunity to take him off. Got to win. I have to win this race and allow him to get 4th. Particularly with front wing damage here. There's no room for error with this race. Hamilton, all of a sudden, very racy on my rear wing. Nervy coming into this section here. Just hold him off. Doesn't matter to me if he gets a run on me down the main straight. Get a bit of a toe to Vettel. Got a very itchy shoulder right now, and it's kind of very distracting. Alright. Verstappen with the fastest lap. Ocon with the fastest lap, if you don't mind. There we go. Put it up to rich mode just down the straight. We might keep it at rich mode in the last lap. Oh god, this shoulder is very distracting. I don't want to pause it though. Come on, Ricciardo, overtake Vettel. Run into the back of him. DNF would be perfect. And actually, what would be even more perfect if Bottas could overtake Hamilton too. So we can take 10 out of him and 12 out of Vettel. We're going to win the race first, Ben. Stop distracting yourself. Seen what's happened in other Grand Prix when you get a little bit cocky and a little bit ahead of yourself. You're doing exactly everything you need to do right now. Alright, let's whack it up to rich mode for this last lap and a bit. Baseball stadium here. You've got to maintain yourself. Hold it together. Of course, to be your first trio of victories. So you didn't do that in Italy, did you? Again, you're getting ahead of yourself, Ben. Never won 3 Grand Prix in a row in terms of the same race. Alright. Last lap. Last lap. Oh, Bottas having a look at Hamilton. Go, Valtteri. Go. Go, son. Take him. Take him. Just don't take each other out. Oh, I think Bottas is there. Bottas has taken 2nd. Yes. Perfect. Valtteri listened to me, and he goes, no, in real life that would not have happened, because Bottas cannot win this championship anymore, so he'd actually be really hampering his team. And that is a perfect result for us for the championship. Constructors-wise, we're going to take a bit of a hit, but I think we've got a big enough lead in there that we should be fine. Thank you very much, Valtteri Bottas. 2 rounds remaining. We'll have to be 86 points clear in the Constructors to claim that, but I don't think we will be that quite ahead, because we're only about 50 before, and Mercedes will outscore us here. Oh, Bottas is getting raced. The last thing I want is to take out Valtteri, because he's kind of my buffer point between my two championship rivals. Valtteri, you little trooper, my friend. I'm going to buy you a bottle of vodka after this race if I can hold on. Just don't overtake me. That's the last thing I need. I'm going to come into this last corner. Oh, we'd love Ricciardo to make a lunge. We're going to win it. And that is a good result for us in terms of the other positions. No congratulations, Jeff. Okay, we'll go fuck yourself. We win a Grand Prix 3 years in a row. I'm going to look at this, the opening lap too, just to see where we actually managed to get that position.
So, another excellent win.
And that is our 9th victory of the season.
And I have to wonder,
We'll take that.
just what set them apart from
A happy man there myself.
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their
I don't think Hamilton actually would be happy finishing 3rd. He'd be very angry at his teammate for overtaking him in that last lap.
So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what
Yeah,
happened.
Danny, you should have overtaken Seb. Damn it.
So, here they come now, out onto the
Yes, he would be very happy right now, Benjamin. That is how happy I would be.
horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in form.
Celebrating there.
It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
Very happy chappy. Spraying the champagne everywhere. Yeah, fuck you, Lewis. I'm going to beat you in the championship. I at least can't win. I want to get 2nd. And there we go. Alright.
And now let's take a look at the driver's it wasn't the best weekend for our
We'll go to the Drivers' Championship in a minute there, Crofty. Just want to look at this start. So, I had a car sneak on the inside of me. I should have really covered that a little bit more. I wasn't thinking that a car would do that. So, Massa really cost me a real chance of going completely up the inside. And I was going to slow this down here, because we kind of sweep through there. I'm sandwiched between the Williams. I'm sandwiched between the Red Bull. Now, it was Daniel Ricciardo who was right there. Now, I kind of drive across him there. Lucky not to get a penalty. Meanwhile, that's Bottas. Look at Bottas there. He ends up getting 2nd in this Grand Prix, people. He's well off the circuit. As I nearly lose my front wing there to Hamilton. How did I not lose it? Now, this is where I assumed Vettel was next to me. So, if you watch me here, I kind of get a little bit naughty with him. I deliberately brake there in his zone to get a car ahead of him, which it works. So that was my strategic little move, and it worked. So there we go. I'll take that. Alright, so how are we looking at standings? 39 points. So I need to somehow beat Seb by 14 points. So I need to win, and he needs to be 5th or lower to keep the championship alive heading into Abu Dhabi. Alright. We have to get a bit sneaky moving forward there into Brazil. Well, Bottas officially can't win the championship now. So there you go. He's out and about. We all but won the Constructors. We just need one more round there really to go. Toro Rosso. So Sauber, the only team not going to point this year. Interesting. Alright, so we need to get a pole here in Brazil. And we need to chop Seb and hope that we can get him back a lot so that we can somehow escape a penalty, escape damage to the car, and win the race. It's a big gamble, but we have to do it. He's 39 points clear with 2 rounds to go. And again, just think, if we had those, just at least 16 points that we'd have 23. Like, obviously I'd said a lot more we've lost this year, but move back up towards the purple zone. And anyway. Alright. Let's look towards Brazil. It's going to be a risky race. We have to go for it. It is Casual Gamer Oz. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll speak to you in Interlagos. Good night.